Hi everyone, this is Faye with Relax and Scrap. What can I say? Y'all, what can I say? Have you ever heard of a challenge within a challenge? I had never heard of it until I got a text with a challenge within a challenge. Yes, I have a challenge that's due October the 31st. But guess what? I was given another challenge while I was working on that challenge. And it's due October the 10th by 7, which is 8 Central Standard Time, which is 8 my time. The project was to create 2 6x6 autumn greeting cards, creating a scene on both of them. I couldn't just do some 6x6s. They had to be specified as far as what I did. They had to have a fence in them, a tree, a maple leaf, and any critter, fox, bear, deer, whatever. Both of them need to have a sentiment greetings and inside complete with a stamped sentiment. And I had to show an envelope that I made or purchased. Y'all, when I say this took me through, that's all I can say. It took me through. It took me through. I use these 2 stamps right here. I didn't use the sentiment. I just used the stamp. This is my tree. This is the only tree I could find in my stash that I had. So I used this tree. I used this deer and this fox right here. I used this grass right here. I used this fence. I used some Tim Holtz paper. I use this stamp right here by Tailored Expressions. I don't know if it has a name or not. It's called Happy Harvest. I use some stamps out of there. I use this fence. I use the maple leaf out of here. The maple leaf. I use this stencil right here by Tailored Expression and the stamp. I use both of them. And those are the 4 scenes that it will create. But I did something totally different. I used the sentiment out of here. I used one of the background layering dies out of this right here. And with that being said, I'll show you what I created. This is, I'm sorry, I hit the camera. This is the envelope, and that's where I use that that stamp right there. This is the first card. And what I did, I had to strategically place the stencil so it would only make this right here and then cut it down to fit the 6x6 card. And I was trying to make it like the leaves was blowing off the tree. Now, I tried to color this tree to make it match that. It didn't work. No. So we just have a green tree here. And I had to layer that on top of that because I did not like first I stamped it on here and I was like, nah, that didn't give it no kind of life. So I went back and I stamped the trunk and I stamped the tree again, colored them in, and then layered over top of the stamp that's up under here. But that's how I created that scene right there. That is the fox right there, my sentiment. And this is the inside. Those are those maple leaves right there. It says Happy Harvest. So that is card number 1. Card number 2, that is where I stamped those acorns. Now for this one, the background here, it was this one. But what I had to do, I made the background here, had to flip it and do the background again here to cover the full background. So that's how that was created. I also had stamped this with a green paper. Didn't like it. Had to go back and re-stamp this again, color it in. I used my Copic markers to color those right here. And these inks are Catherine Pooler inks. So that is the deer. My fences, as you can see. It's a little owl in there. I just kind of shaded him in since he came with the tree and I couldn't remove him. So that is that. Autumn blessings, and thank you. Thankful for you. And I put the other maple leaf there. So yeah, y'all. I had to go from one season to another season to pull this out. But y'all please like, y'all please subscribe. And without even saying, you know it came from LadyKre, who is FunKreations on the YT. Her channel will be linked in my description box below. But y'all watch out, because you may have a challenge already, but something else may be added to that challenge. So don't get comfortable, because I was comfortable in my challenge until I got pulled in this direction right here. So yeah, y'all go check her out. Phenomenal crafter, awesome woman of God, always encouraging, always supporting, always giving. So yeah, go check her out. You won't be disappointed. Thank y'all for stopping by. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.